Creating a multivariate test in the Pii Testing Engine. To create a multivariate test in Pii, start by entering the URL to the page that you want to test. Select MVT from the Test Type dropdown and click on the Create Test button. The visual editor will take a couple of seconds to load your page. The visual editor is where you can make changes to your page. You can see the Elements and Variations panel in the corner. To start modifying the page, click on the Add Element button. You then select any element on the page you want to change and click on it. That will open a list of possible actions to that element. You can edit, add, move, remove, change the style of the element, as well as many other actions. For the purposes of this video, we'll remove this image. Save the element by pressing OK. Notice how the element you just added appears in the Elements and Variations panel. This element has two variations, the original and the new design. We can add another variation to this element by clicking on the plus icon. For the second variation, we'll resize the image. Save the variation by pressing OK. Notice how our element has three variations now: the original, the variation where we remove the image, and the variation with the resized image. You can add another element by clicking on the Add Element button. The next element we will edit for this variation is the phone number. Save the element by pressing OK. Notice how a new element appears in the Elements and Variations panel with two variations. We can add another variation to the phone number element by clicking on the plus icon. For the second variation, we will change the style of the element. Save the variation by pressing OK. Notice how our element has three variations now: the original, the variation where we change the phone number, and the variation where we change the style. Pii allows you to add as many elements and variations as you would like. However, you should keep in mind that adding more variations will require your test to run for a longer period of time. When you are done adding variations, click on the Save button to move to the next stage. For this test, we have 8 variations in addition to the original design. Pii allows you to view the different page designs created. When you are done reviewing the variations, click on the Proceed to Next button to move to the next stage. This will take you to the Goals page. Here you determine the conversions you would like Pii to track for this test. Pii allows you to select different goals for each test. For this test, we have determined a conversion will trigger when the visitor visits a thank you page. We then click on the Proceed button. This is the final step of creating a test. Here, you can review the test name, test URL, download the test code, review the goals for the test, and preview the different variations. When you are ready to start the test, click on the Launch Test button. To get more details about any of these steps, make sure to visit our Knowledge Center under the Help tab. Happy testing!